We are talking to Professor Kghatla. Professor Kghatla, the Dutch Reformed Church just decided to make the Bellhouwer Confession, to start the process to make the Bellhouwer Confession part of its confessional basis. What are your first thoughts?
Well, I am shocked. I could not believe it. I could not believe what my eyes were seeing, that more than 90% of synod delegates were voting for this process. I think this is a message which is very clear to us in Uniting Reformed Church, that we should also stretch our hands out to Dutch Reformed Church and help them together with us to be on this road. This is a great moment, I think, in our history. Today history is made. The world, especially Reformed world, will remember this day that history was made. And I think this is going to set a tempo for the rest of the churches, especially Reformed churches in the world, also to look at Bellhouwer Confession and take it very seriously with a view even to adopt it in their situations. I'm very, very thrilled by these developments.
So I hear you foresee a process where the Uniting Reformed Church and the NG Kerk can work together to further the process in the NG Kerk, but also internationally.
Yes, because until today, or until as we speak, the Uniting Reformed Church declared a moratorium on unity talks. And among others was the Bellhouwer Confession, that the Dutch Reformed Church should show that indeed they accept the Bellhouwer Confession. That is done today. So from Uniting Reformed Church, we have seen them that they are serious, they are determined, and we must just go out and stretch our arms and like comrades walk on this road towards unity of Reformed churches in DRC family.
And you also mentioned that churches worldwide in the Reformed world is in processes to look at the Bellhouwer Confession, to adopt it for themselves, and that there's an important message going out regarding unity and justice and reconciliation. So you think this decision can also have a worldwide international impact to further the gospel?
Yes, certainly. One of the delegates who came here to this synod of Dutch Reformed Church comes from Christian church in America, Reformed Christian Church in North America. The president of that church is here, was giving the message, and he said in 8 months' time, their synod will be deciding on Bellhouwer Confession. The message like this one from Dutch Reformed Church indeed is overwhelming, and we believe they will also take a decision to embrace Bellhouwer Confession. The Presbyterian Church in America, we understand they just had their meeting, but we think this decision will make them to rethink their decision, because you can imagine that other churches, Reformed churches, were always asking themselves, what does the Dutch Reformed Church see? Why don't they accept Bellhouwer Confession? Now that they send this strong, huge message by accepting Bellhouwer Confession, they will help the process in those churches for the acceptance of Bellhouwer Confession.
Later in Synod, a proposal will be before Synod to draw the NG Kerk in Africa and the Reformed Church in Africa into a process of unity with the NG Kerk, a structural process. Do you think that this decision will have a positive impact regarding your fear that that will be a wrong move because it excludes the Uniting Reformed Church?
Well, the decision in itself of accepting Bellhouwer Confession is very strong. The Dutch Reformed Church showed its intentions, that they are serious and they mean business with what they are doing. To get into a unity process without without Uniting Reformed Church, I think it will be put on hold. That is just my feeling. Because this is so huge decision of accepting Belha Confession and also about the church unification within DRC, that the Dutch Reformed Church will find it prudent to wait that UXA also come on board and start with the talks seriously. In fact, the leadership of UXA will be meeting as early as November to see how we can help the process of church unity within these 4 churches.
Professor Kghatla, thank you for your time. May God bless you.
Thank you.
It's Dani Maton reporting at the General Synod.